That short interview with Abdullahi Sule,
international sugar prices. The most important is the volume. We have gone much higher volume. Last year we did about 9 million bags as at this period. This year we did over 10 million bags as at this period. But however, the price of sugar has gone like 1,000 naira difference. So as a result of that, in fact in some places a little over 1,000 naira per bag, per 50 kg bag. So as a result of that, you will see a flat turnover, just a difference of 81 billion as against 71 billion.
Okay, and for the profits, we see that up 85% to 12 billion naira. I think there was a lot of concern about the fire that we had at some point during the quarter. Did that have any impact on your numbers at all?
The fire only had impact as far as our production is concerned. But since we had a lot of strategic reserve, we've been selling from the reserve. So as a matter of fact, the fire occurred in the month of July. Now, by coincidence, in the month of July was when we had our highest sales for the year. So we sold a lot from so far the volume of sales has not been affected by the fire in any way because of the level of stock that we had in the warehouses.
All right, so we've moved on from there, but another issue which is probably putting some pressure on some companies today is the flood, and I want to get a sense of any impact that it's having on your business at all. Of course, we're having record floods in Nigeria this year.
Well, as far as we are concerned, most of the flood-affected states are not big consumer, sugar consumer states also. However, one way or the other, you will be affected because some of our customers, are affected. And because Nigeria is not yet a sugar-producing nation, so we are not affected as far as the raw material is concerned. We continue to get our raw material from Brazil, where we always get our raw material. But the sugar consumption has gone down just very little because if you look at most of the states affected, they are not very high sugar consuming states.
We've seen a huge rebound from last year's performance. Of course, last year was a bit depressed from some of the challenges you had with sugar prices, etc. But what can we expect for the full year? I mean, given what you've achieved over the first 3 quarters?
We believe we are going to sustain what we have achieved in the 3 quarters so far. So far in the 3 quarters, from what you have seen, we have achieved a profit before tax of over 12 billion naira. We believe that we will continue with that trend, and so by the end of the year, we are looking at somewhere around 16 billion naira as profit.
And going into next year, I mean, right now we're seeing a lot more interest in the stock market, so I think people are paying a lot more attention to company performances. What can we expect into next year?
Well, next year we believe it's going to be more or less the same or even better. The reason we are saying that is we are trying to take positions as far as international sugar prices are concerned, something that we have never done before. We are also trying to take positions with most of our customers.
What do you mean by take positions? As in trading positions?
Trading positions. In the past, Dangote Sugar has not been known to be a company that actually does any hedging and things like that. But this year, there are issues we are looking at. We are looking at that because our customers, especially our corporate customers, are very, very interested in having uniform kind of pricing for the year so that they can plan their budget well. And we're working with them. So most likely in the month of December, we will sit and meet with a lot of them so that we can give them the best of prices and of course the best of quality.
Can you provide any guidance for the market in terms of growth growth projections for next year?
As far as volume is concerned, next year we intend to grow because we are going to the international market. So we are going to give anywhere between 30 to 50% growth again, as far as the volume is concerned. Pricing is going to be another story altogether because sometimes...
Sorry, when you say volume, 30 to 50% volume in terms of turnover, right?
In terms of the volume of sugar you sell. Our turnover is always a little misleading from what you have seen now. Because you can be showing a turnover of only 2% difference, yet a profit of...
I'm referring to the sales volume. So you're saying 30 to 50% growth in sales volume next year. And what is going to drive that? Because, I mean, that's pretty strong, pretty aggressive growth.
One of the things that is, well, I say anywhere between 30 to 50. One of the things that is going to drive that very drastically is the fact that this year we only tested the West African market. We didn't go out to the West African market a lot. We still have a lot of demand from the West African market for our sugar because we have gone a little bit there. They have tested our sugar and now they want it. So a lot of people are calling us wanting our sugar, but unfortunately, we don't have the volume, especially with the fire incident. We don't have the volume to send to the West African market. The West African market has a total volume of about 1.5 million metric tons. So this year we have not been able to send even more than 10,000 metric tons. So if you look at it, the market is there just for us to go and compete. And so part of our strategy is come up with some kind of pricing that we can go out there and compete with most of the companies that are bringing sugar into those West African markets, Guatemala, Argentina, Brazil, and the rest of that, especially with the ECOWAS advantages that we have.